All right, what's going on? But what have I been up to? I've started reading the Sonic comics, which is super fun. The IDW Sonic comics are so good, and they're so much better than every idea in the actual games. It's crazy. Like in seven comic book issues, they set up a more interesting story with more fun characters in a shorter amount of time than any Sonic game. Like even the premise was just like interesting because the whole point is that like they fought Eggman a month ago. They beat him. They haven't seen him since, but his armies, his robots are still like going around attacking people, but they've slowly been getting more organized and like attacking towns full of civilians. And I was like, dude, this is what Sonic Frontiers should have been. The open world Sonic game should have been running around Sonic's world, saving civilians from badnik attacks like that, like running around a giant open world into different towns and then fighting enemies where there are people instead of running around a giant open world with nothing in it with pop in that looks like garbage. And it's just like, how did you guys, you didn't even try to make it like a little populated. And now apparently there's going to be a sequel, and it's like, that's great. I can't wait to see how that goes. I wonder if I'd ever play a Sonic game on here. I wonder how I'd do it. That could be fun, depending on which one I play. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. But it's just like Amy's written better. Amy's written fantastically because you know how in the games like she's just like in love with Sonic. Well, she used to be. In the comics, she's actually like she's badass and she loves Sonic. It's great. She kicks ass and she holds her own, and then Sonic is also there, and it's great. And she fawns over him, and then she lets him go be himself and do what he does. In the games, it's so garbage every single time they talk, and now it's like they don't even acknowledge that she likes him. It's like we're best friends, and it's like she can't even like have that. We're just taking away parts of her character. And it's like, well, she can't just be Sonic's girlfriend. It's like she's not Sonic's girlfriend. She's clearly much more than that. She's still just in love with him, which is fine. You can have female characters be in love with the whole point of Sonic is that he's cool. That's the whole point. So it would make sense if he had like a fangirl who was like, "Oh, he's so cool." That's her point. It doesn't have to be her only point though, because she has a giant hammer, which the games never use. But in this one, it's like she's kicking ass with Sonic, and it's like, see, this makes sense why there would be any sort of camaraderie between them, because if she was just being annoying, he wouldn't even hang out with her at all. But she's actually useful. That's the whole point. But nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I'll stop talking. We need Mario comics next. We need Mario fights Galactus. We need Mario in the Fantastic Four movie. Okay, now that it's been long enough, that Thunderbolt end credit sequence to me, when I first heard it, got leaked. Or not leaked, it was just like I think after the initial like premiere, like people just started kind of talking about it. Like and then the Fantastic Four come out of a spaceship. It's like okay. Like I know it's like obviously it doesn't make sense yet because we haven't seen the Fantastic Four movie, but isn't that just like more of a reason to be like so they beat Galactus? Like okay, they might not beat Galactus, but like they're fine. But I guess obviously if their whole world is dead, that might be stakes to some people, but it wouldn't be stakes to me because I don't really care. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it all plays out in the Fantastic Four movie because that second trailer for that actually looks really good. That one, that's actually a movie I'm like, okay, I will actually go see that because I've been really bad about going to see movies because it's just like movies are expensive. Movies are so expensive. And I know this is coming from the guy that plays video games, and people are like, oh, your thing's $80. And I'm like, yeah, well, I can play, like, if you're getting an $80 game, like, I haven't seen the two games that have been marketed at $80 are Mario Kart World and The Outer Worlds 2. I'm not an Outer Worlds 2 fan, but I am a Mario Kart World fan. And what I will tell you about most $80 games, are the only $80 games I would buy would be like games that you clearly are like triple A that are trying to be more. Is Mario Kart trying to be more? I don't really know. However, I only spent $50 on it. So that's my reasoning. I did not spend $80 on Mario Kart World. I am yet to actually willingly be like, yeah, I'll put $80 down day one for that game with no bundle. You know what I mean? So we haven't gotten there yet. If Borderlands 4 was $80, would I have gotten it? Probably. Probably yes. Because I love Borderlands, unfortunately. However, I expect Witcher fans, if The Witcher 4 is $80, which, for the record, have you seen that game? Okay, I'm a jackass. Yeah, this one's dead, but, um, I don't, dude, The Witcher 4 looks so good. Like, just, literally just graphically, that tech demo showcase looked insane. Insane. Intriguing. There's gotta be some kind of open house or something near in my neighborhood because people keep coming up and parking outside of our house, and I'm just speed on Mario. I can't help them. I can help 'em.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly,
But
Princess.
I've been playing Deltarune. I beat chapter one. Holy shit! That is maybe the best game of all time. It's so good, dude. It is so good. If you haven't played it, you need to. It is worth the hype. It is so legit. And I've only played like the first 3 hours of it in chapter one. I'm getting through chapter two right now. I think I'm like 30, 45 minutes into it. But it's so good. The characters are great. The combat is great. So good. It is great. It's fantastic. I can't uh, talk about it enough. It is so good. I've been wildly enjoying it. That and Persona 5. I've just been playing like two really good single player RPGs. And it's been wonderful because I usually play shit like Overwatch. And that slowly kills me. Fast. Slowly rotting me from the inside out at a rapid pace. Nice. We take those. I love Mario 64. Also, I have a new summer project. I would like to mod a PS Vita. However, I don't want to get just any Vita because there was a PS Vita 2000, the second wave of PS Vitas that came out when they were like, okay, the OLED screen is actually destroying our battery and no one can use this thing. I am such a moron. And then they just replace it with an LCD screen. But that means the battery lasts way longer. And it's just a great place to. I just want to mod it. I want to mod it and then just get a bunch of PS1 games. Like getting PS1 games, early PS1 games would be super cool having those on the go. Same with just like a few like SNES and Game Boy games, it would be cool as well. But obviously, you can do a little bit more than that. Maybe some N64 as well. And then obviously, whatever PS Vita games are actually like cool and good and fun.